All right, guys, we just left Washington, North Carolina, and we're already sailing along. It is freaking windy. It's getting up to, I saw 27 knots. We're at 23 knots of wind right now, so it's cranking. We got 2 reefs in the mainsail and the jib out, and the wind's just right on our beam, and we're flying along on the Pamlico River. We really need to get fuel, and there was a place, Washington Yacht and Country Club, that had a fuel dock, but it seemed like they were closed today. Couldn't get a hold of anyone on the phone or VHF or anything like that. So I think they were closed today. So we're actually going to detour way up the Pungo River, like 9 miles, to go to a place called Belhaven to get fuel. I know they have fuel. I talked to them on the phone. They're open today. We're really low. We're really low. But good thing we're sailing. So we only need enough fuel to dock at the fuel dock. And yeah, we're cruising, man. We're doing like 8 to 9 knots. And it's fun. We also got this Coast Guard helicopter flying around. We passed them before. They were hovering. It looked like they were doing some sort of drill or something. There was a Coast Guard small boat, and we just kind of went past them, and now he's been like cruising around a little bit. I haven't heard any like maydays or anything on the radio, so I don't think anything is going on. I even tried to call the Coast Guard the small rib, just to make sure I wasn't getting too close, but they didn't answer. They didn't seem to care when we passed by. But pretty cool to see the helicopter just cruising around. Thanks for your help.
No problem. That's actually self-preservation.
Yeah, nice. Beautiful boat.
Yeah, familiar.
I'm Billy.
Billy.
Sierra, yeah.
YouTube or something?
Yeah, we have a channel. Yeah, maybe
yours?
from there.
Tula's in the summer?
Oh, okay. I think I've seen that. There's...
Oh. That was loud.
Think we're about to get blasted with wind too?
Probably. We should probably take it down.
It's so nice and peaceful though.
I know, but it's coming. I see the wall. The wall is coming really fast. The storms are chasing us. We got through like 2 of them where they just kind of went around us, but I don't think this next one is going around us. I think it's coming right to us, and it's already blowing like between 23 and 26 knots, so I think it's about to get a little crazy. Where are we going?
Towards Manio. Probably just pull off. There's a couple little bays that hopefully we can get some protection from tonight. Pull off in one of those bays because Manio is still a hike away.
And our mainsail just ripped. Any thoughts? It is rough, it is uncomfortable, and we are not having very much fun. But now that that ripped and more storms are coming, the anchorage we had picked out in between here and Manio, however you say it, is not super protected. So I think we're just gonna go back to Ocracoke. It's half the distance and we have more storms coming. And now we have no mainsail. I think we're gonna call it early. Yes, we are turning around. If you are not good at going backwards, here is some advice. Sometimes it is better to go backwards. It took me a long time to embrace that, but now fully embrace it. We're going backwards. And it's going to be more comfortable, and we will be safe when all these storms come. Not that we wouldn't be, but we'll be more comfortable. Where are you from inside? Come on in. Come on in. Come on. So clearly this was not our planned stop for today, but now we are here and we need to go find somewhere to walk jetty. We're in a place called like Juniper River near Rattlesnake Creek. Billy just Googled it. Apparently there's bears and rattlesnakes around here. We're in like a game land, literally in the middle of nowhere. But I think there's a boat ramp. So we're gonna try to go find it and not get bit by rattlesnakes or eaten by bears. You guys know when we are offshore, Jetty goes to the bathroom on the trampoline if we're offshore for multiple days at a time. Other than that, if we are near land, we try to find somewhere for her to like to walk her, because not only do we like to give her exercise, we like to get off the boat and walk too. So we're gonna try to walk. Whoa, what is going on? We're gonna try to walk before this next round of nasty storms comes to us.
Okay, go ahead.
All aboard. Look at how nasty the boat looks. Ugh. Where's your mommy? Goodbye. So bears, rattlesnakes, and gators.
Look, he's right there again. Go right now.
Let's keep you in the boat, little doggy. We really are in the wild, dear. That's bigger than deer poop. That's cool. You make money if you catch a fish that's been tagged.
Oh, wow.
I feel like this is the kind of dock you would see at like summer camp. Oh, I hate the tannins. Yuck.
Okay.
Right over my jacket, thank you. Thank you for that. I think it's a good thing we didn't end up in Ocracoke. We're in like this vortex of getting missed again, which I'm not complaining about, but also a good thing we didn't end up in Manio. We have been infiltrated by biting horseflies, and there's about 50 of them outside, and I'm scared to open the door, but we have to get a move on and go walk Jetty. Oh, they're gonna get us. Yesterday, the day started out super calm, and we were sailing along in flat water, and I was like, oh, there's not much going on today. I don't need to put the anchor safety line on. I was wrong. It got really rough. Our anchor was dangling. I really hope it didn't do any damage. We haven't looked yet, but that was the first thing, and then the mainsail ripped, and Yesterday was a day.
We need one of those salt shotguns.
You think that makes them more angry?
I think one good thing is that it's on a seam, but I don't know, like it's all delaminated in here now. Well, maybe they could just cut out this whole panel. That wouldn't be the worst thing. It is where the reef point, like where the reef point basically attaches to the sail, which is right here. And that's the reef, it's right here. And that's the reef we were pulling in. And it's got a lot of reinforcement all around this point, but as soon as that reinforcement ends is where all this happened.
So was it just, were we too windy or was it?
I don't know, like nothing went wrong, so I really don't understand why this happened. I really don't know.
Like it was really windy.
Yeah, but like I don't know, for the second reef, it was well within the range of the second reef. So that happened in the second reef. We still have the third reef of the main, so we could actually leave the main up in with the third reef in, like close to half of the size of when the full main is up. The reason why it happened, and I noticed it in this reefing system, which is single line reefing, which is really nice, but when we pull in the reef line, the luff of the sail gets way tighter way before the leech of the sail. Even when the main sheet is loose, so the boom's allowed to raise up to the sail and the sail can come down to the boom, it still seems like the luff is getting super, super, super tight before that reef line is pulling the leech, the back of the sail, close to the boom. And I just noticed that just now when I put the third reef in, same thing, like the luff is super, super tight, and even though the main sheet is slack, the leech of the sail and the boom still aren't quite coming together despite that luff and that reef line being super tight. So I think that's what probably happened yesterday. We were just kind of watching the leech of the sail, waiting for that boom and the reefing block and the reef point to kind of come together and tighten up a little bit, and we were just kind of cranking on it.
Because that's where we can see. We can't see the other one.
Yeah, you can't see the other one, but it's all one single line. So in theory, like, it makes sense maybe why that's getting tighter first, because that's the first block that the line passes through. But in theory, all that the forces should even out a little bit over that reef line.
So you think there's like a cross somewhere or tension that there shouldn't be, or that's just how it is?
Partially, that's just how it is, I think. I don't really know. I gotta think about it a little bit, do some Googling, see if anyone else with single line reefing has had similar issues.
So like, if we were crossing the Pacific right now, we could figure out a way where we could tape it or just leave it at the third reef. Like, because we were considering going offshore and heading to New England this weekend, but we're just not going to do that.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean,
it just doesn't make sense. We're not going to go as fast and we could do more damage, right?
yeah. I mean, we could leave the third reef in and be fine, but like, yeah, it would just not really do anything unless it's blowing over 30 knots, basically.
Which we don't want to be out in. So now what?
So now I guess we're gonna try, I mean, there's a bunch of sail makers in the Chesapeake, sail repair places, so we found a Doyle sail place right in Hampton, Virginia, so I guess we'll call them up and see what their schedule's like, and hopefully they can get this thing repaired pretty quick. Hopefully the repair goes well. I know laminate sails are tough as soon as they start delaminating, but at least it seems like it's all isolated to like one panel basically, so hopefully that allows it to be straightforward.
And especially, I guess, if Doyle's doing it, like they made them, right?
I mean, I think these sail lofts are like independently owned, but all associated with Doyle. I'm not really sure how it works, but it's like most things, just kind of up to the workers, up to the people you're dealing with directly. To approach the one bridge in this area that we really got to be careful of, because there are reports that like the board that tells you how tall the bridge is versus the water level, like that is on every side of the bridge. There are reports that it's like slightly inaccurate and like boats have hit their mast on it. So we always make sure to go under at like relatively low tide, and which it is. We shouldn't have a problem. We're gonna go slow anyway.
We are close.
Didn't even touch the VHF.
Yeah, but it's so close.
Our mast is still there. After a few hectic, a little bit stressful days, some thunderstorms, a rip sail, it was really nice to be able to get into Manio, and they have a free dock you can stay at for 24 hours. So we stayed at the free dock for a night, and then we went on the hook, and we got on the hook just in time for the fireworks show. They had an incredible 4th of July fireworks show. So it was really nice to enjoy and really relaxing, and we like Manio. It's one of our favorite stops on the way through North Carolina. And before you guys go, quick little announcement. Our friends Sasha and Raph, and they have a YouTube channel called Spirit Animal, and if you guys have seen them, or if you've seen them recently, you know they just took on pretty insane project, and at the same time they're also found a way that they're able to do a giveaway with their current boat that they have worked so hard on. And I think it's pretty cool because we've always thought about doing that with some of our old boats, and we could never quite figure out how to make that happen legally and everything like that. But they hired some attorneys and they got it all figured out, and they're doing a massive giveaway. So check out their giveaway through our affiliate link in our description. And did you have anything to add to that?
You guys know we love a good project. You know we have a lot of respect for people that dive into these projects because we know how hard it is. And the boat that they're redoing now was flipped upside down and landed upside down in the mangroves during Barrel in Carriacou. So just the fact that we were down there during that time, it's our friends taking this boat that could have been stuck there forever, and they're gonna bring it back to life, is so like special and meaningful. And this money that goes in, that you enter, $25 or whatever package you choose, that money goes to help them redo this boat. So the fact that someone could win their boat that they've worked so hard on, that's ready to go around the world for $25, is wild and insane. And we know how much work went into figuring out how to make all this happen. So we're super proud of them. And if you have any questions or you want to enter, the link will be in the description, so check that out and go check them out too, because they're doing a wild thing right now.